Our planet, a vibrant sphere of life, holds a secret so vast and mysterious. It is the ocean, covering more than 70% of Earth's surface. Its depths hide secrets untold and a breathtaking tapestry of life. This liquid realm regulates our climate and sustains incredible life. Imagine standing at the edge of the world, gazing at the endless blue. The ocean stretches before you, a canvas of shifting colors. Beneath the surface, a world of shimmering light and deep darkness. A world where creatures dance in a delicate balance. We as humans are drawn to the ocean. It's in our DNA, a primal connection to the source of life. We feel its pull and urge to explore its depths and mysteries. From ancient communities to modern explorers, we seek its secrets. This vast wilderness holds answers to unasked questions. A treasure chest of knowledge waiting for discovery, but the ocean is more than mystery and wonder. It's our lifeline sustaining all life on this planet. The ocean is a world of extremes. Sunlight dances on the surface, illuminating bustling coral reefs teeming with life. Yet just a few meters below, the light begins to fade, giving way to an ethereal twilight zone. As we venture deeper still, complete darkness envelops us. The pressure increases, the temperature drops, and the ocean transforms into an alien landscape, dotted with hydrothermal vents spewing forth superheated water and chemicals. Despite these harsh conditions, life finds a way. Creatures with bioluminescent bodies light up the abyss, their ethereal glow illuminating the otherwise pitch-black depths. Strange and wonderful life forms adapted to survive in this extreme environment drift through the water, their silhouettes barely visible to the human eye. Giant squid with eyes as big as dinner plates lurk in the shadows, while delicate jellyfish pulsating with an otherworldly light drift on unseen currents. The deep sea, once thought to be a barren wasteland, is now known to be teeming with unique and fascinating life forms. These creatures, shaped by the extreme conditions of their environment, have evolved bizarre adaptations and survival strategies that continue to amaze scientists. They are a testament to the power of life and the incredible diversity that exists in even the most extreme environments on Earth. Exploring the ocean depths is akin to exploring another planet. Each dive reveals new species, uncovers hidden ecosystems, and expands our understanding of the delicate balance that governs life on Earth. It is a constant reminder that we have only just begun to scratch the surface of what the ocean has to offer. The ocean is not just a separate world, it is intimately connected to our own. It is the planet's life support system, regulating our climate, providing us with oxygen and absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. The ocean currents act as a giant conveyor belt, distributing heat around the globe, influencing weather patterns and stabilizing temperatures. Phytoplankton, microscopic plants drifting in the sunlit surface waters, produce more than half of the oxygen we breathe. They are the base of the marine food web, supporting a vast and intricate network of life, from tiny zooplankton to massive whales. The ocean is also a significant source of food for billions of people worldwide, providing essential nutrients and supporting livelihoods. Coastal communities in particular rely heavily on the ocean for their economic and cultural well-being. Fishing, tourism, and aquaculture provide jobs and sustenance, while the ocean's beauty and recreational opportunities enrich our lives in countless ways. The ocean is woven into the very fabric of our existence, influencing our climate, our food supply, our economy, and our culture. Understanding this connection is crucial to appreciating the importance of ocean conservation. The health of the ocean is directly linked to our own well-being, and protecting this precious resource is not just an environmental issue, it is a matter of survival. As we explore the ocean's depths, we also discover reflections of ourselves. Ancient shipwrecks, remnants of past civilizations, lie scattered on the seabed, silent witnesses to human history. They offer glimpses into our past, revealing trade routes, cultural practices, and the evolution of maritime technology. But these sunken treasures also serve as stark reminders of our impact on the ocean. Plastic pollution, a scourge of our modern age, has infiltrated even the deepest trenches of the ocean. Microplastics, tiny fragments of plastic debris, have been found in the bodies of marine organisms, from the smallest plankton to the largest whales. The consequences of this pollution are far-reaching, disrupting marine ecosystems, entering the food chain and ultimately impacting human health. Overfishing, driven by unsustainable fishing practices and increasing demand, is decimating fish populations worldwide. This not only threatens the delicate balance of marine ecosystems, but also jeopardizes the livelihoods of millions of people who depend on fishing for their sustenance. The ocean is a reflection of our actions, and the damage we inflict upon it will ultimately come back to haunt us. We must recognize that we are not separate from the ocean, but rather an integral part of it. Our actions have consequences, and it is our responsibility to ensure that our legacy is not one of destruction, but one of stewardship and conservation. Beneath the ocean's shimmering surface lies a world as diverse and vibrant as any found on land. Hidden from our casual gaze, unique ecosystems thrive, each with its own intricate web of life and breathtaking beauty. These underwater realms are bustling cities, thriving communities where life has found a foothold in the most unexpected of places. From sunlit shallows to the abyssal plains, the ocean pulsates with life, a testament to nature's creativity and resilience. Imagine diving into warm, clear waters and descending into a kaleidoscope of color. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea, burst with life. Fish, adorned in every color imaginable, dart through the coral branches. Sharks, graceful predators, patrol the reef's edges. In colder waters, kelp forests dominate, towering over 100 feet tall. These forests provide shelter to creatures like sea otters and giant sea bass. The kelp sways rhythmically with the current. Descend further, beyond sunlight's reach, into the deep sea. In the cold, dark depths, life takes on an almost alien quality. Bioluminescent creatures light up the abyss. Strange life forms, adapted to survive under crushing pressure, drift through the water column. Coral reefs are among the most biologically diverse ecosystems on Earth, rivaling the rainforests in their sheer abundance of life. They are built by tiny animals called coral polyps, which secrete calcium carbonate skeletons that accumulate over time to form the intricate structures we recognize as coral. These structures provide shelter, breeding grounds, and hunting territories for a dazzling array of marine life. From a distance, a coral reef appears as a solid, almost otherworldly structure. But up close it reveals itself to be a bustling metropolis, teeming with activity. Fish in every color imaginable flit through the coral branches, their scales catching the light like scattered jewels. Sea turtles, ancient mariners with wise eyes, glide gracefully through the coral gardens, grazing on algae and jellyfish. Look closer and you'll discover a hidden world of even smaller creatures. Nudibranchs, tiny sea slugs with vibrant colors and intricate patterns, crawl slowly over the coral. Their delicate forms a testament to nature's artistry. Shrimp, crabs, and other invertebrates scurry for cover among the coral polyps, while eels and moray eels lurk in crevices, patiently waiting for their next meal. The colors of a coral reef are as varied as the life they harbor. Brilliant reds, oranges, yellows, greens, blues, and purples paint the underwater landscape, a vibrant tapestry woven by nature's hand. The sunlight filtering through the water creates shimmering patterns of light and shadow, illuminating the coral in all its glory. It's a scene of breathtaking beauty, a reminder of the incredible diversity and wonder that lie hidden beneath the ocean's surface. The beauty of a coral reef belies a fierce struggle for survival. Competition for space, food, and mates is constant, and every creature on the reef plays a role in maintaining the delicate balance of this complex ecosystem. Sharks, the apex predators of the reef, keep fish populations in check, preventing any one species from dominating the ecosystem. Groupers, snappers, and other predatory fish hunt among the coral heads, their streamlined bodies perfectly adapted for navigating the reef's intricate maze. Herbivorous fish, such as parrotfish and surgeonfish, graze on algae, preventing it from overgrowing the coral and suffocating the polyps. Even the smallest creatures play a vital role. Cleaner fish, for example, set up cleaning stations on the reef where they remove parasites and dead skin from larger fish. This symbiotic relationship benefits both parties, with the cleaner fish getting a meal and the larger fish receiving a much-needed spa treatment. The death of one organism on the reef provides sustenance for another, ensuring that nutrients are constantly recycled within the ecosystem. Decomposers such as bacteria and fungi break down dead organisms into their basic components, releasing nutrients that can be used by other organisms. This intricate web of life and death, of predator and prey, of symbiosis and competition, is what makes coral reefs such vibrant and resilient ecosystems. Forests of the cold kelp's gentle embrace. While coral reefs thrive in warm tropical waters, another type of underwater forest dominates colder, more temperate regions, the kelp forest. Imagine diving into the cool, clear waters off the coast of California or the Pacific Northwest. As you descend, the sunlight begins to fade and the water takes on a greenish hue. Then, emerging from the depths, you see them towering kelp plants, their long brown blades reaching towards the surface like giant fingers. Kelp forests are among the most productive ecosystems on Earth, rivaling even tropical rainforests in their ability to convert sunlight into energy through photosynthesis. The kelp plants themselves are not true plants, but rather a type of brown algae. They can grow at an astonishing rate, sometimes more than a foot per day, and can reach lengths of over 100 feet. These underwater forests provide shelter and sustenance to a wide variety of marine life. Sea otters, playful and charismatic creatures, wrap themselves in kelp fronds to keep from drifting away while they sleep. Harbor seals and sea lions dart through the kelp stalks, hunting for fish and squid. Rockfish, with their mottled camouflage, blend seamlessly with the kelp, ambushing unsuspecting prey. And on the forest floor, crabs, lobsters, sea urchins and other invertebrates scavenge for food among the holdfasts, the root-like structures that anchor the kelp to the rocky bottom. The silent sentinels, kelp and the balance of life. Kelp forests are not just beautiful to behold, they also play a vital role in the health of our oceans and planet. Like trees on land, kelp absorbs carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, helping to mitigate the effects of climate change. Their presence also helps to reduce coastal erosion by buffering the shoreline from waves and storms. However, kelp forests are facing increasing threats from human activities and climate change. Pollution from coastal runoff, overfishing and rising ocean temperatures are all taking a toll on these delicate ecosystems. In some areas, kelp forests have experienced dramatic declines with devastating consequences for the marine life that depends on them. Protecting kelp forests is crucial for maintaining the health of our oceans and the well-being of coastal communities. Efforts to reduce pollution, promote sustainable fishing practices and mitigate climate change are all essential for ensuring the survival of these underwater giants. By understanding the importance of kelp forests and taking action to protect them, we can help to preserve these vital ecosystems for generations to come. Into the abyss, a journey to the deep. Beyond the sunlit surface waters, beyond the reach of scuba divers and even most submarines, lies the deep sea. A realm of perpetual darkness, crushing pressure and frigid temperatures. This vast and mysterious environment, which makes up over 95% of the Earth's living space, was once thought to be a barren wasteland, devoid of life. However, advances in deep-sea exploration have revealed that the abyss is far from lifeless. In fact, it teems with strange and wonderful creatures adapted to survive in this most extreme of environments. Descending into the deep is like journeying to another planet. As sunlight fades, the water takes on an eerie twilight glow. Soon the only light comes from bioluminescent creatures, their bodies flashing and shimmering like living constellations. The pressure increases dramatically with depth, a crushing weight that would instantly kill a human without specialized equipment. Yet deep-sea creatures have evolved unique adaptations to withstand these extreme forces. Their bodies are often gelatinous and lack air spaces, allowing them to withstand the crushing pressure without being crushed. The temperature in the deep sea hovers just above freezing, a stark contrast to the warm, sunlit surface waters. Many deep-sea creatures have slow metabolisms, an adaptation to the scarcity of food in this environment. They conserve energy by moving slowly and reproducing infrequently, their lifespans stretching for decades or even centuries. Life in the deep sea presents unique challenges, and the creatures that inhabit this alien world have evolved extraordinary adaptations to survive. The anglerfish sports a bioluminescent lure to attract prey, while the gulper eel's expandable mouth allows it to swallow much larger prey. The vampire squid can turn itself inside out, exposing spiky projections to deter predators. In the 1970s, scientists discovered hydrothermal vents, underwater geysers spewing superheated mineral-rich water. These vents create oases of life, with chemosynthetic bacteria at the base of the ecosystem, supporting giant tube worms, clams, and shrimp. This discovery revolutionized our understanding of life, showing it can exist without sunlight, relying on chemosynthesis. The ocean's depths, from sunlit coral reefs to dark abyssal plains, showcase life's resilience. Despite extreme conditions, marine creatures have evolved unique adaptations to survive. However, human activities like pollution and overfishing threaten these ecosystems, pushing many species to the brink of extinction. The ocean's vibrant coral reefs and mysterious hydrothermal vents fill us with awe and wonder. These fragile ecosystems are under threat, and it's our responsibility to protect them for future generations. The ocean provides food, oxygen, and climate regulation, and our actions now will determine its future. The ocean is home to a breathtaking array of creatures, from the microscopic to the colossal. Imagine encountering the blue whale, the largest animal on Earth, or the elusive giant squid with its massive tentacles. The ocean's inhabitants, from zooplankton to sharks, form a vibrant tapestry of life, each uniquely adapted to its environment. The blue whale, the largest animal on Earth, reaches lengths of over 100 feet and weighs upwards of 200 tons. Despite its size, it feeds primarily on tiny krill, using baleen plates to filter them from the water. Blue whales are endangered due to past commercial whaling, but conservation efforts aim to protect these gentle giants. The ocean is a world of sound, and whale songs are among the most haunting and mysterious. Humpback whale songs, composed of moans, groans, and whistles, play a role in mate attraction and evolve over time. Noise pollution from human activities threatens whales' ability to communicate, navigate, and find food. Tales of monstrous sea creatures like the kraken are rooted in reality, as the ocean depths are home to giant squid. Giant squid can reach lengths of up to 60 feet and have powerful suckers lined with sharp rings. Despite their size, they are elusive deep-sea dwellers, rarely observed in their natural habitat. In the deep sea, the anglerfish uses a bioluminescent lure to attract prey in the darkness. Its body provides excellent camouflage, and it strikes with lightning speed when prey comes close. Male anglerfish attach to females, becoming parasitic and providing sperm for reproduction. The fish are the most diverse group of vertebrates, with over 34,000 species inhabiting various aquatic environments. From colorful coral reef fish to deep-sea dwellers like the viperfish, each species is uniquely adapted to its niche. The diversity of fish showcases the power of evolution and the adaptability of life in the ocean. Shells of wonder, mollusks of the deep. Mollusks, a diverse phylum of invertebrates that includes snails, clams, oysters, squid, and octopuses, are among the most successful and adaptable creatures on Earth. They inhabit a wide range of habitats, from freshwater lakes and rivers to the deepest ocean trenches. Marine mollusks, in particular, exhibit an astonishing array of forms, colors, and adaptations, their shells often prized for their beauty and their flesh, a source of food for humans and other animals. Bivalves, such as clams, mussels, and oysters, are filter feeders, using their gills to extract plankton and other organic matter from the water. They play a vital role in marine ecosystems, filtering vast quantities of water and helping to maintain water quality. Gastropods such as snails and slugs are found in virtually every marine habitat, from the rocky intertidal zone to the abyssal plains. They have a muscular foot that they use for locomotion. And many species have a radula, a rasp-like tongue covered in tiny teeth which they use to scrape algae off rocks or to drill holes in the shells of their prey. Cephalopods, such as squid, octopuses, and cuttlefish, are the most intelligent and behaviorally complex of all invertebrates. They have large, well-developed brains, complex eyes that rival those of vertebrates, and remarkable camouflage abilities. They are also masters of propulsion, using jet propulsion to dart through the water at high speeds. Mollusks, with their shells of wonder and their diverse adaptations, are an integral part of the marine ecosystem, their presence a testament to the beauty and wonder of the natural world. Spineless wonders. Invertebrates of the ocean. While fish and whales often steal the show, invertebrates dominate the ocean in diversity and abundance. From microscopic zooplankton to giant squid, sponges, and jellyfish, invertebrates play vital roles in the ocean's ecosystem. Corals build reefs that shelter marine life. Crustaceans and echinoderms are found in every marine habitat. Scientists constantly discover new invertebrate species, showcasing evolution's power. Section 9. The interconnected web. The ocean is a complex web of life, with each species playing a vital role in maintaining the ecosystem's balance. From microscopic phytoplankton to apex predators like sharks and orcas, every creature is interconnected. Phytoplankton converts sunlight into energy, forming the base of the food web. They are eaten by zooplankton, which are then consumed by small fish, continuing up the food chain. This delicate balance can be disrupted by human activities like pollution and overfishing. Understanding this interconnectedness is crucial for effective conservation efforts. Section 10. Guardians of the Deep. As we delve deeper into the ocean's mysteries and encounter the incredible diversity of life that thrives within its depths, we must also acknowledge the profound responsibility we bear as stewards of this precious and fragile realm. The ocean is facing unprecedented threats from human activities, and its future, along with the future of countless marine species, hangs in the balance. It is time for us to embrace our role as guardians of the deep, to protect the ocean and its inhabitants for generations to come. Pollution, particularly plastic pollution, is choking our oceans, entangling marine life and entering the food chain with potentially devastating consequences for human health. Overfishing is decimating fish populations, disrupting marine ecosystems, and threatening the livelihoods of millions of people who depend on fishing for their sustenance. Climate change is warming ocean waters, altering currents, acidifying seawater, and causing coral bleaching, with devastating impacts on marine life and the ecosystems they support. The challenges facing the ocean are daunting, but we must not lose hope. By working together, we can make a difference. We can reduce our reliance on single-use plastics, support sustainable fishing practices, and advocate for policies that address climate change. We can support organizations dedicated to ocean conservation, participate in beach cleanups, and educate ourselves and others about the importance of protecting our oceans. The ocean is a source of wonder, inspiration, and sustenance. It connects us all, regardless of where we live on this planet. Let us honor that connection by becoming guardians of the deep, by working together to ensure that the ocean and its inhabitants continue to thrive for generations to come. Section 1. A sea in peril. The ocean, once thought to be an inexhaustible resource, is now showing undeniable signs of distress. Decades of unchecked pollution, overexploitation, and habitat destruction have taken a heavy toll on the marine environment, pushing many ecosystems to the brink of collapse. The ocean, our planet's life support system, is in peril, and its fate is inextricably linked to our own. We must act now. Plastic, a material once hailed as a marvel of modern engineering, has become a ubiquitous scourge on the marine environment. Its durability and longevity transformed from assets into liabilities. Every year, millions of tons of plastic waste enter the ocean, carried by rivers, wind and currents, where it accumulates in gyres of debris, littering coastlines and choking marine life. From the Arctic to the Antarctic, from the surface to the deepest ocean trenches, plastic pollution has permeated every corner of the marine environment, its insidious presence a stark reminder of the unintended consequences of our disposable lifestyle. Sea turtles, mistaking plastic bags for jellyfish, ingest them, their digestive tracts becoming clogged, leading to starvation or suffocation. Seabirds, their stomachs filled with plastic debris, are unable to consume enough nutritious food to survive, their chicks starving to death, their bodies littered with the indigestible remnants of our plastic addiction. Whales, their baleen plates clogged with plastic fragments, starved to death, their immense bodies washing ashore, silent testaments to the pervasiveness of our plastic legacy. But the impact of plastic pollution extends far beyond these highly visible and heart-wrenching casualties. Microplastics, tiny fragments of plastic, less than 5 millimeters in diameter, have become ubiquitous in the marine environment, ingested by a wide range of marine organisms, from zooplankton to whales. Their long-term impacts on marine ecosystems and human health still not fully understood. The ocean is drowning in plastic, and the time to stem the tide is now. We must reduce our reliance on single-use plastics, improve waste management systems, and develop innovative solutions to clean up the plastic debris that already pollutes our oceans. The ocean, once thought to be an inexhaustible source of food, is now facing a crisis of overfishing, driven by our insatiable appetite for seafood and the relentless efficiency of industrial fishing fleets. Fish populations around the world are plummeting. With many species pushed to the brink of collapse, their numbers decimated by unsustainable fishing practices that are emptying the seas at an alarming rate. Modern fishing vessels equipped with sonar, satellite technology and massive nets have become highly efficient predators capable of locating and capturing fish with unprecedented precision and scale. Bottom trawling, a particularly destructive fishing method, involves dragging weighted nets across the ocean floor, indiscriminately scooping up everything in their path, destroying fragile habitats and killing countless unintended marine creatures as bycatch. The consequences of overfishing extend far beyond the depletion of targeted fish stocks. As populations of predator fish decline, the delicate balance of marine ecosystems is disrupted, leading to cascading effects throughout the food web. Overfishing can also have devastating economic and social impacts, particularly in developing countries where coastal communities depend heavily on fishing for their livelihoods and food security. The crisis of overfishing is a complex problem requiring multifaceted solutions. We must establish and enforce sustainable fishing quotas, protect critical marine habitats, and promote responsible fishing practices that minimize bycatch and ecosystem damage. We can also reduce our own seafood consumption, choose sustainably sourced seafood, and support organizations working to combat overfishing and promote ocean conservation. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea, are among the most biologically diverse and productive ecosystems on Earth, but these vibrant underwater cities are facing an unprecedented threat from climate change, their delicate balance disrupted by rising ocean temperatures and ocean acidification. Coral bleaching, caused by elevated water temperatures, is a stark visual reminder of climate change. We must act urgently to mitigate climate change and protect these vital ecosystems. Supporting research and promoting sustainable practices are essential steps in the fight to save coral reefs. The unseen threat: ocean acidification. Ocean acidification silently alters ocean chemistry, threatening marine life. Increased CO2 absorption lowers seawater pH, harming organisms like corals and shellfish. This process reduces carbonate ions, essential for building shells and skeletons, leading to slower growth and increased vulnerability. Addressing this requires reducing greenhouse gas emissions and supporting research to protect marine ecosystems. A sea of hope. The ocean, facing a barrage of human-induced threats, may appear to be losing its battle for survival. Images of plastic-choked turtles, bleached coral reefs and depleted fish populations paint a grim picture of a once-thriving ecosystem in decline. Yet amidst these disheartening realities, a glimmer of hope emerges, a testament to the resilience of nature and the unwavering spirit of those dedicated to protecting our planet's blue heart. Across the globe, a growing wave of awareness and action is building momentum, fueled by a shared understanding that the ocean's fate is inextricably linked to our own. Scientists, conservationists, policymakers, businesses, and individuals are coming together, recognizing that the time for complacency is over, that we must act now with urgency and determination to reverse the tide of destruction and chart a new course towards a healthier, more sustainable future for our oceans. This burgeoning movement is fueled by a deep-seated belief that it is not too late to turn the tide, that we still have the power to heal the wounds we have inflicted, to restore the balance we have disrupted, and to ensure that future generations inherit a vibrant and thriving ocean. This is a sea of hope, a collective endeavor driven by passion, innovation, and an unwavering commitment to protecting our planet's most precious and irreplaceable resource. Protecting our blue planet, a global imperative. The ocean, a vast and interconnected realm that knows no political boundaries, demands a global response to the multitude of threats it faces. No single nation, no single organization, no single individual can address the complexities of ocean conservation alone. It requires a collective effort, a shared commitment to protecting this global commons for the benefit of all. International cooperation, guided by scientific understanding and a shared sense of responsibility, is essential to addressing transboundary issues such as overfishing, pollution, and climate change. Treaties, agreements, and collaborative initiatives, such as the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, the Convention on Biological Diversity, and the Sustainable Development Goals, provide frameworks for international cooperation. But their effectiveness hinges on the willingness of nations to translate commitments into concrete actions. Sharing knowledge, expertise, and resources is paramount to advancing ocean conservation efforts worldwide. Developed nations, with their scientific capabilities and technological resources, have a responsibility to support developing nations in their efforts to protect their marine environments, particularly as many of these nations are on the front lines of climate change impacts and face significant capacity constraints. Protecting our blue planet requires a paradigm shift in how we view and interact with the ocean. We must move away from a mindset of exploitation and towards a more sustainable and equitable approach that recognizes the intrinsic value of the ocean and the interconnectedness of human and planetary well-being. Guardians of the Ocean, conservation in action. Across the globe, individuals and organizations are taking a stand for the ocean, demonstrating that even small actions can have a ripple effect, inspiring others and contributing to a larger movement for change. These ocean guardians, driven by a shared passion for the marine environment, are working tirelessly to protect marine species, restore damaged ecosystems, and promote sustainable practices. Marine biologists and oceanographers are conducting vital research to better understand the ocean's complex processes, the impacts of human activities, and the effectiveness of conservation interventions. Their findings inform conservation strategies, guide policy decisions, and raise public awareness about the challenges facing our oceans. Conservation organizations, both large and small, are working to protect marine habitats, reduce pollution, combat overfishing, and promote sustainable practices. They engage in a wide range of activities, including scientific research, advocacy, education, community outreach, and on-the-ground conservation projects. Volunteers, driven by a sense of responsibility and a love for the ocean, are dedicating their time and energy to supporting conservation efforts. They participate in beach cleanups, monitor marine wildlife populations, and educate their communities about the importance of ocean conservation. These ocean guardians, through their collective efforts, are demonstrating that we can make a difference, that we can turn the tide of destruction and create a brighter future for our oceans. Restoring the balanced marine protected areas. Marine protected areas, or MPAs, designated zones within the ocean where human activities are regulated or restricted to protect marine ecosystems, are increasingly recognized as essential tools for ocean conservation and restoration. By providing refuge for marine life, MPAs can help to rebuild fish stocks, protect critical habitats, enhance biodiversity, and build resilience to climate change impacts. MPAs come in various forms, from fully protected no-take zones where fishing and other extractive activities are prohibited, to multiple-use areas where certain activities are allowed under strict regulations. The design and management of MPAs vary depending on the specific conservation objectives, the ecological characteristics of the area, and the needs of local communities. Effectively managed MPAs have been shown to have significant ecological and socio-economic benefits. Inside MPAs, fish populations often rebound, with larger and more abundant fish spilling over into surrounding waters, benefiting fisheries. Protected habitats, such as coral reefs, seagrass beds, and mangrove forests, have a greater chance of recovery and can better withstand the impacts of climate change. Establishing and managing MPAs requires collaboration among governments, scientists, conservationists, and local communities. It is essential to ensure that MPAs are based on sound science, have clearly defined boundaries and management plans, and involve local communities in their design and implementation, ensuring that conservation goals align with local needs and livelihoods. The global network of MPAs is steadily growing, but much work remains to be done to achieve the international target of protecting at least 30% of the ocean by 2030. Expanding the coverage of MPAs, strengthening their management, and ensuring their equitable and effective governance are crucial steps towards restoring the balance of life in our oceans. Sustainable seafood, choosing wisely for ocean health. Our choices as consumers have a profound impact on the health of our oceans, particularly when it comes to seafood. The demand for seafood is a major driver of overfishing, habitat destruction, and other unsustainable fishing practices. However, by making informed choices about the seafood we consume, we can support sustainable fisheries, reduce our impact on marine ecosystems, and contribute to a healthier ocean. Sustainable seafood refers to seafood that is caught or farmed in a way that minimizes environmental damage, protects marine biodiversity, and ensures the long-term health of fish populations. Choosing sustainable seafood requires being mindful of the species we consume, the fishing methods used, and the origin of our seafood. Seafood certification programs such as the Marine Stewardship Council and the Aquaculture Stewardship Council provide consumers with a way to identify seafood that has been independently certified as meeting rigorous sustainability standards. These certifications provide a level of assurance that the seafood we purchase has been caught or farmed in a responsible manner. We can also reduce our impact on the ocean by reducing our overall seafood consumption, choosing plant-based alternatives, and supporting local, small-scale fisheries that use sustainable fishing practices. By making conscious choices about the seafood we consume, we can help to ensure that future generations can continue to enjoy the bounty of the ocean. Turning the tide on plastic, from pollution to solutions. Plastic pollution has become a defining environmental crisis of our time, with millions of tons of plastic waste entering the ocean each year, threatening marine life, ecosystems, and human health. However, amidst this sobering reality, a growing movement is emerging, seeking to turn the tide on plastic pollution by reducing plastic use, improving waste management, and developing innovative solutions to clean up existing plastic debris. Reducing our reliance on single-use plastics is paramount to stemming the flow of plastic into the ocean. Governments, businesses, and individuals are increasingly adopting policies and practices to reduce plastic bag use, ban single-use plastic straws and cutlery, and promote reusable alternatives. Improving waste management systems, particularly in developing countries where waste infrastructure is often inadequate, is crucial to prevent plastic waste from leaking into the environment. This includes investing in waste collection, sorting, and recycling facilities, as well as promoting waste reduction and responsible waste disposal practices. Innovative technologies are being developed to clean up existing plastic pollution in the ocean, from large-scale ocean cleanup projects using specialized vessels to remove plastic debris from gyres, to smaller-scale initiatives using booms and filters to collect plastic waste in rivers and coastal areas. Addressing the plastic pollution crisis requires a multifaceted approach that addresses the entire life cycle of plastic, from production and consumption to disposal and recycling. By working together, we can turn the tide on plastic pollution, creating a cleaner and healthier ocean for generations to come. Harnessing the power of innovation technology for ocean conservation. Technology, once a driver of ocean degradation through overfishing and pollution, is increasingly being harnessed as a powerful tool for ocean conservation and restoration. From remote sensing technologies that monitor ocean conditions and track marine life to artificial intelligence that analyzes vast datasets to inform conservation strategies, technological innovations are revolutionizing our ability to understand, protect, and restore our oceans. Remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs, and autonomous underwater vehicles, or AUVs, are allowing scientists to explore the ocean depths with unprecedented detail, revealing new species, mapping the seafloor, and monitoring the health of deep-sea ecosystems. These technologies are also being used to monitor illegal fishing activities, track plastic pollution, and assess the impacts of climate change on marine life. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are being used to analyze vast datasets such as satellite imagery, oceanographic data, and acoustic recordings to identify patterns, trends, and anomalies that can inform conservation efforts. AI can help to predict fish stock movements, identify areas vulnerable to illegal fishing, and assess the effectiveness of conservation interventions. Biotechnology is playing an increasing role in ocean conservation, with scientists developing innovative solutions to address problems such as plastic pollution and coral bleaching. For example, researchers are developing bioplastics that break down naturally in the environment and exploring ways to enhance the resilience of corals to warming waters. Technology, used responsibly and ethically, has the potential to revolutionize ocean conservation, providing us with the tools and insights we need to protect and restore our oceans for generations to come. Empowering communities, coastal stewardship and resilience. Coastal communities, often on the front lines of ocean degradation and climate change impacts, are increasingly recognized as essential partners in ocean conservation efforts. Their traditional knowledge, their intimate connection to the sea, and their dependence on healthy marine ecosystems make them invaluable stewards of our oceans. Empowering coastal communities to manage their marine resources sustainably is crucial for ensuring the long-term health of both people and the ocean. Community-based management approaches, which involve local communities in decision-making processes and empower them to manage their resources, have been shown to be effective in promoting sustainable fishing practices, protecting marine habitats, and building resilience to climate change. Providing coastal communities with the tools, training, and resources they need to manage their marine resources effectively is essential for ensuring the success of community-based conservation efforts. This includes providing access to education and training on sustainable fishing practices, marine conservation techniques, and climate change adaptation strategies. Supporting the development of alternative livelihoods such as ecotourism and sustainable aquaculture can help to reduce pressure on overexploited marine resources and provide coastal communities with alternative sources of income. Investing in coastal infrastructure, such as seawalls, mangroves, and early warning systems, can help to protect coastal communities from the impacts of sea level rise, storms, and other climate change-related events. Empowering coastal communities to become stewards of their marine environments is not only about protecting the ocean, it is about ensuring the well-being, livelihoods, and cultural heritage of the millions of people who depend on healthy oceans for their survival. Raising our voices, advocacy and education for change. Protecting our oceans requires more than scientific research, technological innovation and on-the-ground conservation efforts. It requires a fundamental shift in attitudes, behaviors and policies, a transformation that can only be achieved through education, advocacy and public engagement. Raising awareness about the beauty, value and plight of our oceans is crucial for fostering a sense of stewardship and inspiring action. Educating the public, particularly young people, about marine ecosystems, the threats they face and the actions we can take to protect them is essential for creating a generation that understands and values the ocean. Advocating for policies that protect marine environments, promote sustainable practices and address climate change is crucial for creating a more sustainable future for our oceans. This includes supporting policies that establish marine protected areas, reduce pollution, combat overfishing, and promote renewable energy. Engaging with businesses and industries that impact the ocean is essential for promoting sustainable practices and reducing their environmental footprint. This includes encouraging businesses to reduce their use of plastic, adopt sustainable fishing practices, and reduce their greenhouse gas emissions. Each of us has a role to play in raising our voices for the ocean, whether it is by educating ourselves and others, making sustainable choices in our daily lives, supporting organizations working to protect our oceans, or contacting our elected officials to advocate for ocean-friendly policies. Together, we can create a wave of change that will wash over our planet, leaving behind a legacy of a healthy and thriving ocean for generations to come. A wave of change, riding the crest of hope. The challenges facing our oceans are daunting, but they are not insurmountable. Amidst the headlines of environmental degradation and ecological collapse, a wave of change is building, a groundswell of hope, fueled by a growing awareness of the ocean's plight and a shared determination to protect this precious and irreplaceable realm. Across the globe, individuals, communities, organizations, and governments are taking action, demonstrating that it is not too late to reverse the tide of destruction. Scientists are making groundbreaking discoveries, technologists are developing innovative solutions, policymakers are enacting stronger protections, and everyday citizens are changing their behaviors and raising their voices for the ocean. This wave of change is not a passive swell. It is a force to be reckoned with, driven by a shared passion for the ocean, a deep-seated belief in its resilience, and an unwavering commitment to ensuring its health and vitality for generations to come. It is a movement fueled by hope, a belief that we can create a better future for our oceans and for ourselves. The path ahead will not be easy, but it is a journey worth taking, a responsibility we cannot shirk. The ocean, our planet's blue heart, sustains us, inspires us, and connects us all. Let us ride this wave of change together with courage, determination, and an unwavering belief in the power of collective action, to ensure that the ocean's symphony of life continues to resonate for generations to come. Our ocean legacy, a choice to make. As we stand at the edge of this vast and magnificent ocean, its salty breath on our skin, the sound of its waves crashing in our ears, we are faced with a profound question. What legacy will we leave behind for future generations? Will it be one of ravaged ecosystems, depleted resources, and silenced wonders, a testament to our short-sightedness and greed? Or will it be one of restored abundance, thriving biodiversity, and a deep respect for the ocean's power and fragility, a legacy worthy of our children and grandchildren? The answer lies not in the ocean's ability to heal, for its resilience, though remarkable, is not infinite. It lies in our hands, in our hearts, in our collective will to act as stewards of this precious and irreplaceable realm. The time for complacency is long gone. The hour for action is upon us. We can no longer afford to be bystanders to the ocean's plight, to stand idly by as its health deteriorates, its beauty fades, and its symphony of life falls silent. The ocean's future, and indeed our own, hinges on the choices we make today. Will we continue down a path of unsustainable consumption, short-term profits over long-term well-being, and a disregard for the interconnectedness of all life on Earth? Or will we choose a different path, one guided by wisdom, compassion, and a deep understanding that our fate is inextricably linked to the fate of the ocean? The choice is ours to make, and the time to choose is now. Let us choose wisely, for the sake of the ocean, for the sake of our children, for the sake of the future. Ripples of change, one action, many waves. The task of protecting our oceans may seem overwhelming, a burden too heavy to bear. The scale of the challenges, from plastic pollution to climate change, can leave us feeling helpless, our individual actions seemingly insignificant in the face of such immense problems. But we must remember that the ocean itself is a testament to the power of small actions, of countless drops of water converging to form vast and mighty currents. Every piece of plastic refused, every sustainable seafood choice made, every voice raised in support of ocean conservation sends a ripple of change outward, influencing others, inspiring action, and contributing to a growing wave of awareness and commitment. Just as a single raindrop can nourish a seed, so too can our individual actions, however small they may seem, contribute to the healing and restoration of our oceans. Imagine the impact if each of us committed to making just one change, one small adjustment to our daily lives to reduce our impact on the ocean. Multiply that single action by millions, by billions, and the potential for positive change becomes staggering. We are not powerless in the face of this crisis. We are not bystanders. We are the ocean's best hope. And our collective actions, however small they may seem, have the power to create a ripple effect that can wash over the entire planet, transforming despair into hope, apathy into action, and ultimately leaving a legacy of a healthy and thriving ocean for generations to come. Embracing the tide, a personal journey. Protecting the ocean is not just a global imperative, it is a personal journey, a commitment that begins with each one of us. It is about reconnecting with the ocean, rediscovering its wonder and recognizing its vital importance to our own well-being. It is about examining our own relationship with the sea, acknowledging our impact, and taking responsibility for our actions. For some, this journey may involve spending time by the ocean, listening to the rhythm of the waves, feeling the sand between their toes, and marveling at the diversity of life that inhabits its depths. For others, it may involve learning more about the ocean, reading books and articles, watching documentaries and attending lectures. It may involve supporting organizations working to protect marine environments, volunteering at beach cleanups, or reducing their own plastic consumption. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to ocean conservation. What matters most is that we each find our own way to connect with the ocean, to understand its importance, and to take action to protect it. This journey is not about guilt or shame, it is about empowerment and hope. It is about recognizing that we have a choice, that we can make a difference, and that our collective actions can create a brighter future for our oceans and for ourselves. Finding your sea legs, small steps, big impact. You don't have to be a marine biologist or a deep-sea diver to make a difference for our oceans. Every action, no matter how small, can contribute to a healthier, more sustainable future for this vital ecosystem. Here are a few simple steps you can take to find your sea legs and embark on your own ocean conservation journey. Reduce your plastic footprint. Say no to single-use plastics whenever possible. Carry a reusable water bottle, bring your own bags to the grocery store, and choose products with minimal packaging. Make sustainable seafood choices. Opt for seafood that is certified sustainable by organizations like the Marine Stewardship Council or the Aquaculture Stewardship Council. reduce your overall seafood consumption, and explore plant-based alternatives. Support ocean-friendly businesses. Patronize businesses that prioritize sustainability, such as those that use eco-friendly packaging, support sustainable fishing practices, and minimize their carbon footprint. Get involved in your community. Participate in beach cleanups, volunteer with local conservation organizations, and advocate for ocean-friendly policies in your community. Spread the word. Talk to your friends, family, and colleagues about the importance of ocean conservation. Share information on social media, write to your elected officials, and be a voice for the ocean. Remember, every action counts. By making small changes in our daily lives, we can collectively create a wave of change that will wash over our planet, leaving behind a legacy of a healthy and thriving ocean. The ocean may seem vast and distant, its problems far removed from our daily lives, but the reality is that we are all connected to the ocean, whether we live on the coast or in the heartland. What we do on land has a direct impact on the health of our oceans, and conversely, the health of our oceans has a direct impact on our own well-being. Rivers and streams, acting as arteries and veins, carry pollutants, nutrients, and fresh water from the land to the sea, connecting even the most landlocked communities to the marine environment. The air we breathe, cleansed and oxygenated by the ocean, circulates around the globe, carrying with it the impacts of our actions, both positive and negative. Climate change, driven by our global reliance on fossil fuels, is warming the planet, altering weather patterns and impacting ocean currents, with consequences that are felt far beyond the coastlines. Protecting our oceans is not just the responsibility of coastal communities or island nations, it is a shared responsibility that extends to every corner of the globe, to every individual, community, and nation. We must recognize that we are all part of a larger ecosystem, that our actions have consequences, and that the health of our planet, including the health of our oceans, depends on our collective willingness to act as responsible stewards. The ocean is not just an ecosystem to be protected, it is also an economic engine, providing livelihoods, food security, and economic opportunities for billions of people around the world. Recognizing the interconnectedness of ocean health and human well-being, there is a growing movement to transition towards a blue economy, one that harnesses the ocean's resources in a sustainable and equitable manner. The blue economy encompasses a wide range of industries and activities, including sustainable fisheries, renewable energy, tourism, biotechnology, and maritime transportation. It is based on the principle that economic growth and environmental sustainability are not mutually exclusive. In fact, they are inextricably linked. Investing in the blue economy presents a unique opportunity to create a more sustainable and equitable future, one where economic development goes hand in hand with ocean conservation. By supporting sustainable fishing practices, developing renewable energy sources, promoting ecotourism, and investing in research and innovation, we can create jobs, boost economies, and protect the ocean for future generations. The transition to a blue economy requires collaboration among governments, businesses, scientists, and communities. It requires investing in research and development, fostering innovation, and creating supportive policy frameworks. But the potential rewards, both economic and environmental, are immense. The ocean, with its vastness, its mystery, and its sheer abundance of life, has captivated the human imagination for millennia. From ancient seafarers navigating by the stars to modern-day explorers probing the ocean depths, we have always been drawn to the sea, its allure both terrifying and exhilarating. This fascination, this sense of wonder is a powerful force, one that has the potential to inspire future generations to protect and cherish our oceans. By sharing our own experiences, by fostering a love for the ocean in our children and grandchildren, by supporting educational programs and initiatives that connect young people to the sea, we can cultivate a sense of stewardship that will last a lifetime. Imagine a world where children grow up understanding the ocean's vital importance, where they marvel at its beauty, respect its power, and feel a deep connection to its well-being. Imagine a generation that views the ocean not as a resource to be exploited, but as a treasure to be cherished, a legacy to be passed down from one generation to the next. This is the future we must strive to create. A future where the ocean's wonders continue to inspire, its mysteries continue to beckon, and its symphony of life continues to resonate for generations to come. The ocean, facing unprecedented challenges, stands at a crossroads. The path ahead is fraught with uncertainty, but it is not without hope. The ocean, with its remarkable resilience, its capacity for renewal, and its enduring power to inspire, holds the promise of a brighter future, but only if we choose to seize it. The future of our oceans, and indeed the future of our planet, depends on the choices we make today. Will we choose to be the generation that turned the tide, that reversed the cycle of destruction and restored the ocean to its former glory? Or will we be the generation that failed to act, that stood by as the ocean's health declined, its beauty faded, and its symphony of life fell silent? The answer lies not in grand pronouncements or distant promises, but in the actions we take each and every day. It lies in the choices we make as consumers, the policies we support as citizens, and the legacy we leave behind as stewards of this planet. The ocean's promise is not a guarantee. It is a challenge, a call to action, an invitation to join a global movement to protect and restore this precious and irreplaceable realm. It is a call to embrace our role as guardians of the sea, to harness our collective wisdom, ingenuity, and compassion to create a future where both humanity and the ocean can thrive. Let us answer this call with courage, determination, and an unwavering belief that together we can create a future worthy of the ocean's promise. A future where the ocean's symphony of life continues to resonate for generations to